Okay, deviants. I'm looking at the deviance course outline, and this is in particular a rubric for an assignment which is an infographic on the social construction of mental illness. So what I've asked for you to do is to create an infographic using something called Piktochart. Now, you can use any kind of infographic maker online. There are a number of them that are free, although I find this one is relatively simple. So to use this, you just go to piktochartcom and you sign up. Now I'm already signed up. I created an account, make a username and a password, and I've done a little bit of a infographic template already, and the template looks like this. Social construction of mental illness. You put your name here. You do a little intro here, a detailed paragraph, 10 facts about mental illness, and so on. All right. What I'm going to do now is start fresh. Essentially, by starting fresh, I'm going to create new. I'm going to just make an infographic. The template that I had made previously, I wish I could share it with you, but it won't let me. I've gone down to the bottom of the template list. This is where I picked my template from. This is just to save a little time rather than creating a whole new template where you can start from a blank. So if I go here again, create new, I'm going into infographics, and then I have a choice of all of these templates that I can use. I'm scrolling to the bottom of the page, and I'm going to use this template. The format here in this editing window is called What You See is What You Get, or WYSIWYG. And essentially what you can do is you can start modifying this. If you double click in here, what you can do is you can change this text to the social construction of mental illness. That text is too big. So what I'm going to do is go up here where the text size can be modified, and I'm going to change it to 15, too small. 36. Okay, that fits on one line. Great. Less is more. And we're going to call this specific one female sexual arousal. I'd like to fit that on one line, so I am just going to modify that text as well. All right. Now I want to change this picture, so I can select this just by clicking on it with my cursor. I can delete that. And now what I want to do is I want to get some kind of an image to put in here that reflects the topic of mental illness. So I'm going to open up a new window in my browser, and I'm going to look for mental illness. I'm searching in Google, and I'm just going to go to images. And now if you have a concern about using royalty-free images, you can click on Tools when you're done your search. Click on Tools, and let me just go back here. I was in All. I clicked on Images. I'm clicking on Tools. I'm clicking on Usage Rights, and I'm going to put labeled for reuse or labeled for non-commercial use and see what image I get. All right, in this instance then, this is a royalty-free image that I can use. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to right-click on this, and I'm going to go Save Image As. And I've got a file here on Deviance. To save it in, I'm going to create a new folder, and I'm going to call it Infographic Images. And I'm just going to call this image Mental Illness and hit Save. I'm going to go back to the Piktochart editor. Where was I? Here we are. Oh, right. Okay, now what I want to do is I want to import that image. I'm interested in the graphic. Oh, pardon me. To import this image, first of all, I have to go to Uploads. I'm going to browse the images. I need to go to the folder Infographic Images, and my file's not there. Let me see if I put it in the wrong folder. Pics. Here's one that I saved earlier, Mental Health. I just drag that over and I whack it in. Now, what happened with my image here? I like this image. I went Save Image As. I created a folder, Infographic Images, Download, and I'm going to call it Mental Illness and hit Save. Go back to my folder, Deviance, Infographic Image, Mental Illness. Okay, back to the Piktochart dashboard. I'm just going to delete this image from my infographic chart. I'm going to go Browse Images again. I'm going to find my folder, which is Infographic Image. I'm going to double click on Mental Illness, and there's the new image. I'm going to grab that and stick that on my chart. All right. Now, all of these items here are pickable with a mouse click and movable to create more space. And I have left this in my infographic that I already made. And then what I did was I took this part of the requirement in this assignment is for you to, in terms of your content, actually more than 10 accurate facts are displayed on the poster with proper APA in text parenthetical formatting. So I need to make 10 boxes to put that in, and on the template that's provided by Piktochart, there's only 3 of these things here. So I can get rid of all of this stuff here, delete, and get rid of this little spacer. And essentially what I can do is drag my mouse across here. I can right click on this. I can say copy, and then I can paste everything. Well, I'm not going to do that actually. First of all, I'm just going to say fact fact. All right, now I'm just going to drag that. I'm going to right click on this. I'm going to say copy. I can drag this little image here to give myself some more images. Move this up the page to give myself more room. Control V, fact. I'm just going to delete these guys now. Control V, and use your down arrow key, and you can move these guys out of the way. There's 6 items. Control V. Use your arrow key. Move these guys out of the way. And I can give this a little bit more room again. Hit Control V, and I've got now total undo button here. Control V and drag these guys down. All right, now I can rename these all fact 1, fact 2, and so on, and then I can add as much text as I want. All right, and we can realign these images. So I've got the subtopic 1. Sexual arousal facts. And then I can add the text into each one of these to complete that. Now, one of the other things that you're supposed to have is an introductory paragraph. So if you go back to the course outline, one of the things that it says is that knowledge gained. Student includes a very articulate paragraph with poster, and I should change that to infographic. It'll be changed by the time it goes up online, because this is the middle of the summer. A very articulate paragraph with the infographic that clearly details the theme of the infographic. So what you can do is you can take this section and you can move it up. Now that can actually be renamed by clicking on the image 1, and this section can be renamed 2. Essentially, this is how I constructed this. You can play around with it and you can recreate the image that I've already done. What you can do then is you can download that or you can share it. That will have to be the topic of my next video